So today is the day that Karen Berg, our teacher, our spiritual mother, decided to elevate from this physical world. And the interesting thing is by the way, the day that Karen chose to leave the world and the time that Karen was buried was very, very significant. Karen passed away in the 9th day of the month of Av, that we know that this day is the most negative day of the year. But we know from Kabbalah that the most negative is also the place in which the biggest revelation of light will happen. And the second thing is that when Karen was buried, it was dawn. Again, that moment, the darkest moment in the day, and then you could see the rays of the sun. That was the main sentence that Karen used through her life. Don't forget that when it becomes the darkest moment, it means that the lightest moment are behind the corner. All along the journey of the Rav and Karen, since they met in such a beautiful way, and you can read more in the book, Two Unlikely People, Karen was the one that traced the way. Karen was the one that, in spite of all the difficulties that could have been on the journey, she would put back on track, not to forget the mission of the center. We are here to spread light, to remove pain and suffering from the world. And as a woman, she helped the Rav to manifest all the huge and infinite ideas and revelation and understanding and mission that the Rav had. All along the way, Karen pushed all of us to be focused on our mission, to raise light in the world through real care. And Karen would say, the big changes in the world are starting one by one. If you care about one person, you care about the world, and the world will change. And this is what we kept as one of the leading points of our work with our students, is those words of Karen. To care about the students. And I hope we're doing a good job with that. But Karen was not only telling things, Karen was an example of care. You would call Karen at no matter what time in the day, in night, Karen would find time to be available for you. Personally, I had so many chances to contact Karen and so many chances to see the benefit, not only of change of consciousness, thanks to the conversation, but also the change of the situation, thanks of the fact that Karen was involved. And it was so important and so powerful to see that it gave me the desire to care more and to be focused in a more significant way on the journey of the very special and important work of the center, of that elevation of light. And we can see today the importance of the studies and the tools of Kabbalah that are not just studies. They are life-changing and sometimes life-saving. And this is thanks to Karen. And I remember Rav Berg always saying, the Kabbalah Centre exists only thanks to Karen. The Rav had the ideas, but then Karen was the one that manifested it, that insisted to open the gates to everybody. The Rav said to Karen, they will kill us. And Karen said, at least we will die for a great cause. Karen was like a mother, like a teacher, overviewing all the work of the centers all around the world. Karen knew all the missions of the center. And each time you would tell something to Karen, you know, this and that happened, and it was magnificent. And Karen would ask one thing that I think we can take another teaching from that. Karen would ask you, and? And that end always brought us to that point, our work is not done. Okay, so people got enjoyed. Okay, so there were a lot of people. Okay, so many people are moving, amazing. And the world is still in pain. And our work is still here. And that thing of, I've done something and I move next and next and next all the time. There's not something that ended. There's a continuous influence, constant work, constant elevation of light. And in the same time, saying those great and huge things about Karen, in the same time, the simplicity. I remember once someone said, Karen is life. And I related to this so much because Karen was also so simple. She loved animals. She loved the nature. She was here present, not on a cloud. And she would laugh at things and have jokes and just hanging out with people and talking. She could talk with, homeless in the street, like with the biggest business person in I don't know where. Karen was life, and Karen is life. I relate so much with the sentence of Michael Berg saying, I don't care if people will say I'm crazy. For me, they are still alive. And the truth is they are. You think I'm crazy now, but yes, every time we need their help, the Rav Berg, Karen Berg, and we ask them for help, they assist us. If it is an idea, if it is an opening, if it is, I don't know, if it is a reinforcement, they are here. We just need to take the use of calling upon them, of asking them. Like this, we are going to also break down this barrier that exists between the worlds. And hopefully, we're going to see the presence of their energy much more than today, each time more and more. So closing back with this special day, in the darkest moments, there is the biggest revelation of light. Connect to Karen, and with all what we said, with being simple, with being at the level of the eyes with other people, with always pushing yourself to the next level, with seeing what are you doing to reveal more energy around you, and being with love, with the heart, especially today. And by this, see what actions of good you're doing around you. This is how we're gonna reveal Karen much more. So I wish you a significant day, powerful day. Light a candle. Ask Karen if you have an important question, a doubt, help in something. Ask the help of Karen, especially today. I wish you a great experience.